Landing a job is hard, and it is even harder as an immigrant. So, how did I land a job as an international student in New Zealand on a student visa 6 months before graduation in one of the biggest companies in Australasia? I'm gonna tell you just that. So, let's break it down in what I did in my 4 years of university as an international student in New Zealand to get it right. If you're an international student, an immigrant in a foreign country, or even a job seeker applying for jobs, then this video is for you. So let's get into it. Number 1, reality check. As soon as I landed in New Zealand, my first agenda in 2016 was to talk to as many people, as many teachers, as many students, as many alumni as possible to understand how difficult it is to land my first job. While other international students were partying, traveling, or making friends, I made sure that I talked to as many people as possible to expand my network, to start gathering information of what it is I need to do to crack the recruitment process here in New Zealand as an international student. I knew from the very start that as an immigrant on a student or a work visa, I'm at a disadvantage and I need to beat those odds. Step number 2, lots and lots of volunteering. To overcome my disadvantage of being an international student on a student visa, I knew that I had to start preparing to come off as a star candidate at the end of my 4 years. I knew I had to prepare a portfolio and a brand image in the industry. I decided to get a part-time job to pay for my bills and my food and a portion of my rent, and dedicate any free time I had during the week or the weekends to volunteering as much as possible with as many organizations as possible. So during my first year, my first thing was to contact the local student association, clubs, societies, committees to be a part as a student member. In my second year, I decided to put my hand up to form a bilateral agreement between Czech Technical University and AUT to allow students to go for international exchange program, which was a massive initiative that actually put me on a radar in front of a lot of local associations, organizations, and even my university professors. In my final year, I decided to run for elections to become an international student officer to represent international students across the university. And fun fact, I won the election, I became an international student officer, and even became an acting president for the last 6 months. Number 3, kept a log of all the companies from year 1. My university would usually have career fairs and networking events, so I made a point to attend as many of these events as possible and interact with as many professionals and employers as possible. And while I was interacting with them, I made sure that I note down each and everyone's names and their companies on my notes app. I also made it a point to go online, research those companies, and go to their career page and subscribe to their email list, so I'm the first to know whenever there is any intern or grad roles that open up. Number 4, focused on my academics. With all the extracurriculars I was doing, I made sure that I do not let my academics slip away. I made sure that I was on top of my class for all 4 years of my engineering degree. I implemented systems that worked for me to make sure that I'm giving enough time to my volunteering and my academics. I did that by keeping a comprehensive notepad or notebook with daily calendars and also blocking out time in my Google Calendar. It was a lot of work, but I'm glad I did it. Number 5, prepared a killer resume and a highly customized cover letter. To stand out of approximately 350 other engineering students, I knew that I had to stand out in my resume through volunteering, extracurriculars, and leadership activities, and also stand out in my cover letter by creating a personalized impression. So, at the start of my final year, I decided to revamp my resume and rewrite it and get it read by my teachers, my mentors, and my colleagues to make sure I try to perfect it as much as possible. To write a highly personalized and customizable cover letter, I made sure I read each and every single and Facebook post of all the organizations and companies that I was applying for, and tried to connect to their mission or a certain event or a certain initiative that they are doing in their company. Because I wanted to be the most well-researched candidate out there and also have a great talking point in my interviews. So in a nutshell, the 3 to 4 years of my university degree, my volunteering, my extracurriculars, and my leadership activities helped me make a great portfolio and craft a perfect resume. And with all the networking events and career fairs that I was attending, I was able to make a personalized connection with each company I was applying for. Being an immigrant in a foreign country is extremely hard and challenging, and the additional financial pressure and the peer pressure does not make it easy. So I hope you learned my strategy from this video that you can implement in your journey as an immigrant overseas. And I really hope this video helped you develop your own strategy to tackle the job market. Comment below which country you're based in and I will send you a personalized job search tip for that country. And if you like my videos and find them helpful in your journey, I would ask you to do me a kind favor by hitting the like button and subscribing to this channel. If you like this video, why don't you check out this video where I detail how you can land your dream job in the next 90 days. I'll see you next time.